Hello and welcome to our presentation for JAC2204B. We are in a group 3 and I would like to introduce my team. First, my name is Muhammad Arif Shafiq bin Zul Shazlimi. Second, Prof. Shafiqah Idina binti Shamsuddin. And third, Nur Arish Nuha binti Azwan. And last one is Nur Zafirah Alia binti Zaini. We have selected two of Malaysia's most prominent companies, which is Padini Holding Berhad and CelcomDigi Berhad. MFRS 8. Operating segment. Definition of operating segment. An operating segment is a component to an entity that engage in a business activities as a discrete financial information whose results are reviewed by the company chief operating decision maker (CODM) to allocate resource and assess performance. Next, disclosure requirement. An entity is required to disclose segmental financial information to help user understand the entity's performance. Key disclosure include revenue, profit or loss, asset liability, and basis of measurement.
So now I will be explaining about the crucial figure in financial reporting and business strategy, which is Chief Operating Decision Making or CODM. So the CODM is not always a single person. It's the person or a group whose primary responsibility is to strategically run the company. Their job involves two key things. The first one is assessing the performance of the company's different business segments using financial information. The second one is based on that assessment, allocating resources and making strategic investment decisions across those segments. So let's look at an example. For CelcomDigi Berhad, the CODM is clearly defined as Dato' Idham Nawawi, the CEO, and the management team. So their role is to review and evaluate the performance of their key segments like mobile and digital services. So the purpose is to decide where to invest next, what resources to dedicate, and what strategic direction the massive merged company should take. Now, contrast that with a major retailer like Padini Holdings Berhad. Here, the CODM is the board of directors, specifically led by the managing director, Yong Pang Chan. This decision-making group also includes key executive members like the group chief financial officer, Ms. Sharon Sang, and the executive directors, including Mr. Andrew Yong Zi Hao, Ms. Chang Chin Lin, and Mr. Benjamin Yong Zi Jet. Their strategic focus is on the performance of their major brands like Padini Concept Stores, Vinci, and Sid. By assessing these brands, this management team determines how to allocate capital to improve overall company performance and decide which concepts to expand or optimize.
Next is types of segmental report. First is operating segment. According to MFRS 8, the operating segment is a distinct part of company's operation that provide a particular product or service or a group of related product or services and is managed separately because it has different risk, return and performance measure compared to other parts of the business. Each business segment earns revenue and incurs expenses. The segment's results are regularly reviewed by the Chief Operating Decision Making (CODM). The segment has a discrete financial information available, meaning that the company keeps track of its revenue, costs, and profit separately from other segments. Why companies report by operating segment? First is transparency. Investor can see which product lines or services are driving profit. Next, for decision making, management can allocate resources more effectively to high performance segments. And last, risk assessment. Help understand which product or services are more exposed to market risk or changing trends. Here are the operating segment of Padini Holdings Berhad, which consists of investment holding, apparels and footwear, management service, animation, and others.
Now, I will be explaining the geographical segment of Padini Holding Berhad. A geographical segment refers to how a company's operations are divided based on the location of its customers or assets. This type of reporting helps users of financial statement understand how the company performed in different regions or markets. The main purpose of geographical segment reporting is to show how much of the company's revenue and non-current asset come from each geographical area. This information helps investors and other stakeholders assess which regions contribute the most to the company's performance and where its main assets are located. Based on 2024 annual reports of Padini Holding Berhad, the company reports two main geographical areas, Malaysia and Asia excluding Malaysia. Revenue is reported according to the location of customers, while non-current assets are reported based on the location of the assets. In 2024, Padini recorded revenue of 1.85 billion from Malaysia and 65 million from other Asian countries. Most of its non-current assets amounting to about 593 million here also located in Malaysia. This shows that Padini's operation and market presence are mainly concentrated in Malaysia. The report also states that there are no major customer contributes 10% or more of the total revenue. This means Padini's revenue is diversified and the company is not dependent on a single customer for its income.
So the first key benefit is to enhance understanding of performance and growth. Segmental reports are vital because they allow investors and management to look beyond the total figures. For the quarter ended 31st December 2024, Padini recorded a total revenue of over 1.049 billion. The segmental reports help us identify the core drivers of this growth. They clearly show that the vast majority, historically around 95%, of our total revenue and operating profit is generated by the core apparels and footwear segment. This allows us to assess the sustainability of the company's overall performance and focus our growth analysis on that main operating engine. So the next key benefit of segmental reporting is the ability to conduct a better assessment of risk and forecast future cash flow. By breaking down assets, liabilities, and debt, users can accurately evaluate the financial risk associated with each operating segment. For Padini, we can see that the apparels and footwear segment reports the largest segment liabilities totaling 757.345 million ringgit. This is expected for a major retail operation driven by trade payables and operating leases. This information allows management to confidently leverage core business, knowing exactly where the obligations lie and ensuring that the segment's strong operating cash flow can cover these commitments.
MFRS 134 Interim Reporting. Bursa Malaysia mandates that all publicly traded entities publish interim financial report which cover periods shorter than a full financial year and can be presented as either a complete or condensed set of financial statements. This report may be issued semi-annual, quarterly, or monthly and must comply with MFRS 134, which outline the minimum content, required disclosure, and the recognition and measurement principle to be applied.
Now, let's have a look at two important events for Padini Holding after the end of their last financial year. First, on 19 July 2024, Padini.com, which is a subsidiary, bought a freehold land and building for 5 million ringgit. This increased the company's asset and reduced cash. Later on, it could bring in rental income or incur depreciations, so it may affect future performance. Second, on 27 August 2024, Padini announced a proposed bonus issue of up to 328 million shares, giving one bonus share for every 2 existing shares. This does not immediately change total equity or cash, but it increased the number of shares and affect earning per share and net asset per share. As of the report that the bonus issue has not yet been completed. Both events are disclosed in the 2024 annual report, page 184, under significant events subsequent to the end of the reporting periods.
Next is current and comparative interim period. The current interim period of Padini Holdings Berhad covers a 6-month period ended in their financial statement, which is from 1st July 2024 until 31st December 2034, and also 6-month period ended for the comparative interim report, which is 1st July 2033 until 31st December 2033. Here is the financial statement of Padini Holdings Berhad that shows the current and comparative interim report.
That is all from our group. Thank you so much and have a nice day.